Hey everybody, welcome back to EQN Sports. It is the Priefert Sportsdesk at the Priefert Pro Open, all driven by Holiday Auto Group. I got to go over here to my man Justin. Justin, you know this fella right here pretty well, don't you?
I do. He started coming for roping lessons when I first moved to Mount Pleasant, and we turned into best friends as that's went along. And he's a good mentor to me, and we talk on the phone about every morning and pick each other's brains about something, and it's nice to see him win. He puts in a lot of work.
That's awesome. That is so good. Well, it's Mike Rogers and John Lindsey. They are the champions. You guys going home with $7,000. The old number 7 roping. Good job, guys. Congratulations. Congratulations. Absolutely. So, guys, did you in this 7 roping? Did you guys know each other before? Just draw in together? How did that all work?
No, sir. We just drew up together.
Yeah.
It worked out. So
yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. It was a good day, wasn't it?
Yes,
Good,
sir.
fun day, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was a beautiful day, and I entered with one friend of mine, and I thought, well, I'll go twice, so I just entered one open draw, and I didn't know who I drew, and then I saw his name, and I'm like, well, he's from Fairfield, like cowboy country.
Yeah, got to be a cowboy.
Yeah.
yeah.
sir.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect. So, Mike, you and I were talking construction business.
Yes, sir.
That's what you do?
Yes, sir. We did a lot of municipal construction for cities.
Mm-hmm. Been doing that your whole life then? Or?
Not my whole life, but the last 8 years, pretty strong.
Gotcha.
Was in the residential and commercial in the beginning, but then had a little truck shop venture for a while.
Yeah. Very good. John, how about you?
Well, I cowboy for a living. I work for Rutherford Cattle. I guess I've been there about a year now. Before that, I welded for like 6 years, and then before that, I grew up just cowboying, working on ranch. So it just kind of goes hand in hand with
You
everything,
betcha.
Yes, sir.
What were you doing welding? Were you like building fence, or were you pipelining, or what were you doing?
No, sir. I built metal buildings,
Yeah.
entranceways, stuff like that. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Well, cool. What, you got a family or anything? You just a young kid or what?
Well, I got a 3-year-old son named Wayne,
Yeah.
and I think they're watching at the house right now. So
Oh,
hopefully,
that's
at least-
awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Well, that's it. Yeah.
Congratulations. How about
Thank
your
you.
family?
I've been married right at 40 years. I think.
Good for you.
39.
Yeah.
And I got a daughter that's 34, and then she's got 5 kids.
5 kids.
Got
Oh,
five-
good for
5
you,
grandkids.
Grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah, Grandpa's a big thing around my house.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Let me tell you a funny story about him being grandpa. So him and I are bit guys. So he's got some clappers, and he's got
Yeah.
some cool stuff.
Sure enough, good bids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his clappers have his daughter's name on them, Olivia.
Uh-huh.
So now he, when he buys bridles, he's got a grandson named Colt. So the bridles come with Colt on them.
Yeah.
And he bought me a Hackamore, and when he didn't buy it for me, he bought it for Tierney, my little girl.
Yeah.
And when he bought the Hackamore for me, he put her name on it, and he said, now when you go to buying bridles, you put TJ on it, and Lauren won't complain about you buying bridles.
There you go. That's how you get around it, isn't it?
Yeah, my wife sent a Venmo off yesterday to Colt Britton in Stephenville. I bought a bit off Facebook on him. I texted her. I sent her a little screenshot of the Venmo deal.
Yeah.
I said, send this money to Colt. I said, I bought a bit for Kinsley's granddaughter. So I bought a bit for Kinsley.
Yeah. Working the system.
Yeah,
working the system. I love it. I love it. Hey, before we get into your runs here, Justin, you and I have been talking. This is year 4 of this deal.
Yep.
And pal, I'm awful proud of what you're doing.
Thank you.
You guys have worked your tail off, and Mother Nature has been pounding against you every step of the way for the last 3 years. This year, she just teased you a little bit.
She did. It helped.
Yeah.
The little bit of rain she brought, it made the arenas really good.
Yeah.
She really helped. But this year was like it felt good.
Yeah.
It felt really good. To be able to go all the way through, not have to cancel anything. We had to push back start time one day, then not to have to cancel a day or because honestly, like I couldn't make this happen.
Yeah.
The working with Priefert, everything that they provide, but the people that I work with the most are Sarah Rader and Courtney Dyer, and I tell you what, we'll start Monday talking about 2026.
Yeah.
And there's so many people, like I'll miss names
Sure.
if I go to naming every single person that helps. But those two really make me look good.
Yeah.
You know, I have to worry about a lot that goes on in the arena, but the presentation, this tent, the stuff that happens inside here, they take my ideas and they make them just explode.
Yeah.
And I really couldn't do it without them.
Yeah.
You know, and Eddie's behind the whole idea we have going here, and they brought it to what it is. You know, they took my little small idea of
A jackpot team roping.
we can make this happen, and I had a vision of it going for several days and growing in numbers, but without us teaming up together,
Yeah.
and then the team that he has behind us, and when you think you need something, it appears.
It appears.
When you
True
think
statement.
when you think you have an idea and it sits about right here, when they get involved with it, it automatically jumps to here. And it's amazing to be a part of something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you look forward to next year. So I'm glad we got to like take it this year and go from start to finish,
Mm-hmm.
and let it
Yeah.
come to an end. And I feel like last year we had a chance to be really good, and then the rain hit us pretty hard. But Eddie and I talked, and we said there's no way we can quit.
Yeah.
You know, like we're not going to lay down. Like we know how to work these arenas. Put my dad on the tractor and said, "Work your magic." And he, you know, like we're not.
How many
gonna,
hours do you think your dad had on the tractor in the last 6 days?
I don't know. Those Kubotas are pretty new. It'd be nice to see what the
Yeah,
what the
every hour
hours
on
are.
them is your dad knew.
That's right, rocking and rolling. So the Kubota tractors and the ABI drags, they put in some work this week, and all of our sponsors. And if you guys get a chance, like we would love to have you out at the Priefert Ranch 2026. There's something for everybody, and we're going to try to grow it some more. That Wednesday night deal for that charity event,
Something.
you know, the cowboy auction where we sell the open ropers, and then we had the painting, and then the Choctaw casinos, like, and then to be able to raise that money for the East Texas Angel Foundation in the tent, like people stepped up and really played a part of that, and
It was huge money.
huge money. I think I think there was $20,000 raised for the East Texas Angel Network. So, like them guys stepped up in a big way, and the Calcutta was an awesome event. Or the Cowboy Auction was awesome.
105,000 in that.
Yeah, 32,000 for first.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, and we sold. That's the thing. We didn't sell 100. We sold 21 because you got two teams. There was 42 teams.
Yep.
We sold 21 lots and did 105,000
For sure.
And first place pays out 32,000. We gave 10% back to the Angel,
Yep.
to Neil McCoy's deal. Having Neil McCoy here, how cool was that?
Oh man, it
was
steak dinner.
And a great steak dinner.
Steak dinner from Rancho Seco.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna keep trying to grow this thing to where it's an event, like where people plan time to come to it. Welcome to East Texas. You might plan for a little bit of rain, but we will do our best to get you rolling. You know, like we're gonna have it.
I tell you what, Justin, and a lot of the interviews we've done up here, we've talked about this, but really and truly, I mean, you hit on the work you guys did, but you guys worked your tail off, really did. And when you pull in here, you can't really explain it to people until they come. My dad came down here for the first time this year, and like he said, I've never been around, like it's so laid back, but professional at the same time, if that makes sense. Like it's so fun. It's easy going. There's, you know, acres and acres out here to park. You can warm your horse up and never make the same circle twice if you want to.
For
you
sure.
know, you pull in here and it's fun. And if this arena doesn't work, we go to the second arena. The second arena was phenomenal all week. Outstanding with the water. And then when we got two arenas going, and it's just fun. The vendors here are great. The partnerships and the sponsors you talked about are out of this world. And then we do all of that fun stuff. There's nothing better than watching steer roping and breakaway roping, and then the open roping you talked about, and all of that, and then to end with a great World Series roping. It's truly a great week. I mean, it was I brought my kids down here. There were kids running everywhere.
Yeah.
This is a fun event. Anybody out there, like Justin said, this is fun.
It is fun.
And we don't get to rodeo outside, but we don't go to outdoor team ropings very often anymore. Besides the backyard jackpot. This ain't a backyard jackpot.
No.
It's
It's not. It pays out good money. The only thing about it being outside is I feel like I lose a lot of sleep.
Oh, yeah, right.
Like
right. You're going to sleep for a month
leading up to it, it's like I'll wake up in the middle of the night, check the weather channel.
Yeah. You're going to be pulling your phone out and looking at that weather app for the next 2 weeks just
I
because of
think
PTSD.
I'm going to delete it.
Yeah, or you just get rid of it so you can't look at it. We're all guilty of it, though. Every morning, laying in bed looking at that bugger going, man, is it going to roll in or is it going to dodge us like this morning? Well, it kind of got us, but it dodges. We're good.
Yeah, we'll take this 80-degree weather, though.
Absolutely.
Man.
So nice, huh? Well, hey, let's go. Let's get in and watch these guys' runs, all right? 3-header here in the number 7 World Series roping. Tell me about your head horse right here, Old Bay.
A good friend of mine, Will Woodford, sent me some videos on him, and I had talked to Will about a horse, and he goes, man, I don't really know one. And then a couple weeks later, I had bought a really good horse from Justin, and had some bad luck with him, and he tore a sphincterary ligament.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was off, and I was kind of afoot, so I was calling everybody trying to find the horse, and
It was a good heel shot.
finally Will called me, just sent me some videos, said, hey, you might want to look at this horse. And I called the guy and went and tried him in Decatur, and really liked him, and he's been a pretty good horse.
Looks like he's easy to rope on.
Yeah, he is. He's really pretty easy to get along with.
Hey, John, how about some good healing right here?
Thank
Huh?
you, sir. Yeah.
Way to pack your rope over there and avoid the clangers over there.
Yeah.
Going
Yes.
down were the steers pretty good in the second arena? I was working over here in the first arena all day. They looked were they pretty easy?
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, all the steers that I ran today actually had been pretty decent. In the 8, they run just a little bit, but all the steers in the 7 run true and hop good. Nothing seemed too heavy for the headers, and ended up giving me a good shot.
This is a short rounder.
Yeah.
Were you nervous right there?
No, sir.
Not at all.
No,
Yeah.
I've been in a few short rounds in my day.
That's
Wasn't
the
too
easiest
bad.
one. They tell you what you got to be, huh?
Oh yes, sir.
What did you guys have to be in the short round? I can't remember. Like
16, or
16,
18,
I
just
think
so
16.
catch
Knock 'em
pretty
down,
much.
huh?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
You weren't
I
listening?
love it.
You was just going to go beat the cow, huh?
I wanted to rope him around the horns and lead him off, because I knew this guy could heal him.
I love this. This Justin. These guys are going out here with $7,000. Second place, Jeff and Robert, 48.70. Mike and Jerry, 3,600. Mike roped good today. He 2-holed him right there with Morgan McFadden for 4th for 25.50. Dustin Klein and Zayden Weatherford, 1,900. But what I was going to say right there is these last 2 ropes. You can tell we're in East Texas because the last 2 ropings, these boys just wheel in here with no tie down, just do a little cowboy stuff.
Yeah.
Last 2 ropings won that way. That's
Boy howdy.
boy, I mean it, cowboy stuff. I
Come
love
on.
it. I love it. Well, guys, Justin, what else you got? Anything in closing here? Wrap this deal up.
And I like to see people show up and get to rope good stock. I felt like Chance Kenny did a good job of bringing a nice set of cattle. When you bring them outside, they will stay a little stronger than like
Sure.
what they do when they go to an indoor facility. And like if you look from the open to today, like none of the times were just super fast.
Yeah.
Like if you stayed the course and roped your cattle, and cattle are hard to find right now. How
Yeah.
crazy high are those things?
Yeah.
And it's like when a guy brings a nice, juicy, stout set of cattle, and it's easy as competitors to want to get down on it, but then it's like, man, when a guy brings a relatively fresher set of cows and kind of leaves them and let us play on them, and then we're not having to rope the war out, like just putting runs on stuff. Like the producing's hard, that side of it, but I thought Chance did a great job
did.
of bringing. I think he sent 5 loads over here this week. Marty Kuckelham with the calves, Joby Mooney with the steer tripping steers, and Remy Parrott with the steer wrestling cattle. I thought everybody did a great job. We had a great team here that everything went off well. Williams Cattle Crew, Cole showed up with a great set of hands that were in good spots all the time. My dad on the ground, the flaggers were outstanding. Cole
old TC did a pretty good job. Decent job announcing.
Tyler Cornett's one of my best friends, and mine and Drew's best friends. And I don't get him to announcers. Amber works the second arena for us, and Chance announced a little bit over there, but he stays hooked from start to finish, and he does a great job. And the whole team, man, you guys know who you are. Thank you for making this happen. You guys make me look good, and it's come to the Priefert. We'd love to have you, Priefert Pro, 2026.
Yeah,
we're gonna try it again.
Well, I tell you what, everybody, that's the thing. This is a great roping. You know, we get to go to all of these events all over the country. It doesn't matter if they're team ropings or horse shows or whatever. I'm telling you, this is truly one of those fun events. It's laid back. I've left the property twice in 6 days. Everything's right here. Everything you need is right here. It's super fun. Like I said, it's a beautiful ranch. If you want to jump on your horse and just go ride, you can go ride. And it's just a great, great time. So, Justin, hats off to you and the entire crew. The biggest thanks goes out to you ropers that came and supported this event.
For sure.
There's a lot of you out there that were kind of gun shy because of the rain, but you showed up anyway. And for those of you guys that were in Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, a lot of those guys, a lot of guys drove 7-8 hours to get here. Thank you so much for coming. And then, of course, our Texas contingency that came out and roped with us. But we really appreciate all of you ropers. We all know there's so many places we can go rope right now. You can go rope anywhere in the country every day of the week. So thank you, team ropers and breakaway ropers and everybody else, from the steer ropers to the tie-down ropers, bulldoggers, for coming and hanging out here and giving Justin and Priefert and the entire team a shot. And I think they did a great job. And so thank to you, pal, and thanks to all of you ropers. Guys, on behalf of all of us here at EQN Sports, all driven by Holiday Auto Group, we say thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to go back and watch everything, you can go to roping.com and rewatch everything. Get yourself a subscription and watch there. Not only can you watch roping, you can watch great training videos from all the best trainers in the world. And once again, a big thanks to the entire staff at Priefert, from 100%. Eddie, Bill Priefert, the entire family, all the way down to all of the guys are on call. They're here tearing banners down right now, and they got to go to work tomorrow at their real job selling steels. So thanks to you, ropers. Thanks to everybody that made this happen, and we will catch you at the next EQN Sports Desk at the Priefert Sports Desk right here down the road. I'll see you, everybody.